Hey everyone, Cody with the Recast team here. In today's featured demo, we're going to be taking a look at the additional data points that you uncover with Endpoint Insights. Endpoint Insights is a standalone product offered by Recast Software that brings some critical intel into your ConfigMgr environment. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we get with Endpoint Insights here. So we're in the ConfigMgr console here in our Devices tab. I'm going to go ahead and start up the Resource Explorer on one of these devices. We'll go ahead and go into the Hardware node here. And you're going to see this looks pretty standard until we get to the E's here. We have a whole section here that start with EI, and these are going to be the data points that EI is pulling into your ConfigMgr database. So let's just take a look at some of the most powerful data points here. One of the first ones is the docking station information. We are actually pulling in any information about docking stations that are connected to the device into your ConfigMgr database. So if you needed to go ahead and maybe create a device collection based on what docking station model is connected, you could go ahead and do that utilizing this data point. We also have the local users of this device listed. Another big point here is monitors. So we have the 2 active monitors, but we also have a bunch of non-active monitors here. So you're getting a really good history of what's been connected as well as what's currently connected to the device. And we can actually go ahead and scroll down to the right here to get some more information about the size of the monitors, as well as the model number and serial number for these devices. Under the Monitor Resolution tab, we're going to get the resolutions for those active monitors. But at the end here, we'll also get the output type for these monitors. So this one here is an internal monitor, but the one below it is actually connected via DisplayPort cable. So if we need to replace the computer that's at this workstation, we could actually bring the correct monitor cable with us to get it right the first time. We have some information on any shares that are being shared out on this device, as well as the permissions that are associated with those shares. And then we have information on any mapped drives that are mapped on this device to their users. So if we're replacing this device and we need to make sure that we get the right drives mapped on here, we have all of that information listed so that we don't have to come back again and install those drives. We also have mapped printers here. This is another big pain point when replacing a computer. You don't want to have to come back to reinstall a printer that somebody's missing, so we have all of that information listed as well with their locations near the end here. And another big data point that we're pulling in here is actually any programs that are installed within the user context. So maybe you have somebody that's installing something like Amazon Kindle where it doesn't need to go through an admin account to install. You can actually find those programs here as well. So those are some of the key data points that Endpoint Insights is unlocking in your ConfigMgr environment.